Hey guys, so this is going to be a review of He's Out There. You probably haven't heard of it. I've never had heard of it. It came out in 2018. I got this in a mystery box from the Love of Horror convention. But anyway, so this basically follows the story of this family that go away uh, on a holiday, well, sort of like a holiday to this house basically. And obviously it's not all that it seems about this house. This house has history and there's a stalker on the loose. um Overall it is your typical kind of, kind of stalkery kind of thing, a bit like The Purge, but better than The Purge. I do think this is better than The Purge. If you know me, I'm not a massive fan of The Purge films. I only do like The Purge is it Election Day? That one I actually really like, but I don't really like the rest of them films. But anyway, so basically, the mother and the two children are alone in this house because the father is delayed. He said he was going to catch up, and then he turns out he is like delayed and he's going to be a while. So while he's out of the picture, they get terrorized. And there's like, it's not like your typical, it's kind of your typical, but it isn't your typical. Like, without giving too much away, these two girls was a little bit of a spoiler review, spoiler bit for this bit, but these two girls find cakes in a forest, and obviously one of the kids eats it. Which gets me on to the children in a minute, and it's like, guys, don't eat cakes that are just lying around. What it really looked like something like an Alice in Wonderland kind of theme in this forest. Like a Mad Hatter's tea party, if that makes any sense. But yeah, and then after that, it all kind of turns to shit. Now, the girls' characters in here, I'm sorry, they irritate the shit out of me. I would have enjoyed this film a lot more if it wasn't for the kid actors. Oh my god, they drive me insane. Like, how stupid can you be? Like, this one scene, they're under a bed, and it's like, why are you even trying to make conversation? You're making it obvious that you're under the bed, and why would you hide under the bed anyway? It's not like he's not going to look under the bed. I don't know, they just kind of irritating me, and they're screaming. I mean, I don't know how young kids would act when they find out there's a person terrorizing them, but I thought it was kind of overkill. I don't know, it got to the point where they were just annoying me at this point. um Other than that, it's an alright film if you're into kind of films like this. Me personally, when it comes to horror, these kind of films aren't my favorite unless there's something like unique about them. As I said, it does really good at building tension and everything like that. It is decent. As I said, if I was to rate it out of 5, I'd give it 3.5. It's slightly better. Like, it's slightly better than average. Um but yeah, if you're into films like this, then I definitely recommend that you give this a watch. But as I said, those two girls' characters just kind of irritated me a bit. But yeah, that's it for this review. Oh yeah, there's one thing I want to mention. The style of this. So, well, the style of it, like the color kind of thing of it. So it looks like an Instagram filter. So basically, it's kind of the brightness is turned down, and the would you call it the contrast or saturation? I think you call it contrast. Is slightly higher. Like, it's a very, like, the brightness was deliberately brought down, even in like when they're outside, obviously to help to give this eerie kind of feel to it. But I think it would have been better if they just left it and gave so it didn't have that kind of like grungy look to it. I think it would have just been better if they just kept the brightness the way it was. Because at that point it was kind of trying too hard. I wondered what it would. I think it just would have been a lot better if it wasn't like, if the brightness and everything wasn't messed around with it. It does add that kind of unique characteristics is that the word? It does add a a unique feel to it while watching it, but I think it would have just been fine having it like the normal brightness. So yeah, that is basically it for this review. So bye guys.